The story begins and we see a ship's captain named Robinson. He used to work in the Navy, but now he has been working for a company called Agora for 11 years. The company is involved in salvaging sunken and stranded ships. Then one day, the company lays off some people, including Robinson. Robinson is quite upset about being suddenly laid off, because during these 11 years he had also been separated from his wife and son. Due to work, he couldn't give them time, and his wife had left him. Robinson has an 11-year-old son as well, but he now lives with his wife. Robinson also has a friend in the company named Kirsten. He is also laid off from the job. Kirsten is heavily in debt and is quite troubled. In this dark situation, he also uses depression medication. One day, they are all sitting in a bar. Kirsten tells people about a secret. But before that, let's understand something about the Black Sea. The Black Sea is surrounded by 5 countries and has a depth of 2,200 meters. Kirsten tells them about the search that Agora conducted in the Black Sea. In 1941, Hitler's army was completely destroyed at Aziz. At this time, Russia had not yet been engulfed in the war, but Russia feared that Germany might attack. And taking advantage of this, Hitler borrowed from Russia 2 tons of gold. You can estimate its value yourself. Hitler took a boat from Russia. It was filled with gold, but the ship never reached Hitler. It sank or was sunk somewhere along the way. In response, Hitler attacked Russia. In this 4-year war, millions of people were killed. After this, a Kashnik Research Institute found a Q board and claimed that this was the same board in which Stalin had kept the gold. They took this information to the Georgian government and provided them with the location of this U-board. The Georgian government agreed to extract this U-board, and a month later, a conflict began between Russia and Georgia, escalating beyond all limits. Russia was unaware of the location of the U-board. Georgia was aware of this, but until the conflict ended, no one could enter the Black Sea, and the U-board would remain in the sea until then. When Robinson found out about this, he discussed it with a wealthy man, because a lot of money was going to be needed for this search, and they were in dire need of funds. The person, whose name is Lewis, he is ready to invest in this search, but he wants to take 40% of all the gold. Robinson agrees, and his friend Stan commits suicide due to depression. Robinson finds someone willing to invest money in this search. First, he buys a time-worn ring, but he buys it anyway. Robinson has a Christian friend named Blackie. The 2 of them make a plan and form a group of 12 people for this search, consisting of half Russians and half Englishmen. Robinson. He includes Russian people in the group because all the submarines they take are Russian, and the Black Sea is under Russian control, so the Russians will be helpful in evading their own men, and at least 12 people are needed to operate the submarine. They select a few people from the Russian team who are quite skilled in this work. Some people are kept for the protection of the gold, the engine, and for cooking. For the role of the diver, they need an expert, and they hire a crazy man. He is very skilled in diving, and his name is Fraser. After completing the team and taking the submarine, they set off towards the sea. When Robinson looks at the blue sky for the last time and closes the submarine door, they take it into the sea. Each member of the group takes their position, and they set out in search of the gold. So far, everything is fine. Then the captain gathers everyone and informs them about this. He talks about the gold, saying that everyone will get an equal share. Of the remaining 60%, because 40% belongs to the person who invested. Now Daniel is the assistant of the person who invested. So Daniel tells Captain Robinson that he shouldn't say that, because if greed enters anyone's heart here, they might kill someone else, because their share of all this now will increase. And the captain shouldn't have said that. Everyone in this submarine was professional, and after this dangerous search, when they get close to the board's location, a Russian destroyer ship passes nearby at that moment, and they turn off their engine and manage to escape. Now they plan to bring back the drive shaft along with the gold, which was damaged by the explosion on their submarine. With the help of this drive shaft, they will restart the submarine and get out of there. Now they go out a couple of meters away, and there they find the U-board. The U-board, which had 2 tons of gold, they go inside it and also find the drive shaft. The trolley they brought with them cannot carry much weight. This means they came only for the drive shaft. But along with the freezer drive shaft, he also fills it with gold, which significantly increases the weight of the trolley making it very difficult to push. They are taking this trolley back towards the submarine. But on the way, a large pit appears, and the trolley gets out of control, causing all the gold in it to fall out. Only the drive shaft remains. Freezer now brings the drive shaft. Everyone is very sad because of losing the gold, and they all prepare to take the submarine to the surface. But here Daniel Lewis's assistant reveals a secret to Captain Robinson, that all this was done under a plan. There is no wealthy person named Lewis who invested in this. In reality, Agora had made an agreement with Georgia, so they cannot remove the board. They felt threatened, so the people of Agora planned this and removed all the capable people from the company, forcing you all to be ready to take revenge for the money and against this company. Agora gave Kirsten $30,000. She would treat you as a king for this coach, and you easily got trapped. As soon as you went up with the gold, Agora would take it all from you and have you all arrested. Hearing all this, Robinson goes mad with anger, realizing that the company could be so ruthless. Now the gold that fell cannot be recovered, but there was more gold that they all bring to the marine. The 3 tons of gold is more than they had imagined. Now they don't have to give Lewis 40%, all the gold is theirs, and the 8 of them survive. Each one will get $82 million if they succeed in taking this gold. Now they will not go to their location. They will move far away to avoid Agora. Now they take the gold and drive the shop, and they are unsure whether to proceed or not. They think that either they will escape forever or they will be trapped in this forever and die. They all start the engine of the submarine, and their submarine begins to move. They are all very happy that they will become rich now, but after going a little further, they find out with the help of helpers, alert everyone and tell them to stop the submarine. They try to stop it and manage to stop it with difficulty. There is some error in the map and they get stuck in the rocks. They could have crossed these rocks because they can get out of them in 40 minutes. Now they seat the helpers and try to get it out of the rocks. Then suddenly, due to some problem, everything blasts in the submarine and the submarine falls into the sea, creating holes through which water starts filling in. Everyone tries to stop the water, but they can't do anything. In this accident, everyone dies. Robinson and his 2 companions survive. Robinson helps his companions escape, but he cannot save himself because someone needs to stay behind to control the submarine. He remains in the sea with the submarine forever. Do let us know how you found the story of Black Sea.